So we'll jump over to Viserys because we get to see the small council for the first time with a bunch of lords around the table, some of them eating. And we are introduced to Lord Corlys Velaryon, something like that, who commands the king's fleet. And apparently there's trouble in the free cities. There's some of them have joined forces, and the free cities, if you remember, is places like Bravos, other Oses. I don't know. Bravos is the only one I know. Is that the only one that I remember?
Oh,
Pentos?
man, now that's the only one I remember too.
Bravos, Pentos.
What? Pentos?
Mentos.
Oh, yeah, Mentos. That's it.
Davos. Nope, that's a guy.
Where was the House of Black and White? Was that in...
that's Bravos.
Bravos? Mm-hmm. Right. Oh, yeah. Because the guy that trained Arya was from Bravos, right?
Yeah. The one that she meets in Harrenhal.
Yeah, he says that the place called the Triarchy, masked on Bloodstone.
Yeah, they're
and they have the leader called Kragus Drahar, and they call him the Crab Feeder.
There you go.
It's because he likes to eat pussy.
You can tell that's a nickname he gave himself.
Yeah, the
Mark.
Crab Feeder. It's supposed to be because it's how he tortures people, or like, I guess maybe
he feeds them,
throws them in
or something.
Yeah. Okay.
But Corlys,
they just pinch him. You pinch to death.
We're here in the small council where we find out Ray is basically the person that gives everybody their water and their wine. And so everybody's feasting except old Corlys over here, who's talking about this issue with the Triarchy. He thinks it's going to be,
and he does not.
He doesn't drink. He doesn't imbibe. Drinking. He's Lord Business Time, is what this guy is.
He is. I actually like him for that.
He's my favorite character.
I'm kind of liking this guy so far.
He's my favorite character so far.
Reminds me just slight hint of Tyrion a little bit, just as far as just being business time or just saying things like, later on. He's like, shall we just say his name? Daemon Targaryen. Yes. Like, come on, let's fucking get on with this shit. Around. What are we doing here? Yeah. So.
Yeah, he thinks all these cities align with each other, and this crab eater guy, Jesus, whatever, it's gonna spell trouble for Westeros at some point. But everybody blows him off, and it's like, man, that's not gonna bite anybody in the ass, right? Like, this isn't Westworld. We can probably. Right. We can probably trust that we'll see some pirates and crab feeder sometime this season. It's not like it's going to be a plot point that they never fucking return to. But,
Yep.
Instead, all the white boys want to talk about the fucking game. The big game. Stupid.
Big game.
Stupid fucking white people. Jesus Christ. They did. And Lord Business Time said, you all motherfuckers deserve to get crabs. That's you're fucked. Fuck you.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be like the richest person basically in the world, right? Like him and his family, and he's married right to Rhaenys.
Yeah, Ray Senior,
the queen that never was. But I believe they're even richer than the Lannisters ever were. So,
and the Lannisters shit gold.
That's what I'm told. Yeah, what are they shit? We shit crabs.
We shit diamonds. Yeah, but they're celebrating the upcoming heir, but the Grand Maester, whose name is Melos, the fresh maker, says
Melos Yellow
says they can't predict the sex of the child, but Viserys is convinced that it's going to be a boy, and we find out he's convinced when he visits Emma, who tells him that this is going to be the last time she goes through this bullshit, because she has not had good luck producing offspring. And it's like, of course you haven't. You're fucking related. But, okay.
Yeah.
But
who would have thought?
But that's okay. Viserys is still convinced it's going to be a boy because he had a dream, Mike. He had a dream of crowns and wieners. Speaking of wieners. If you enjoyed that clip, you might want to bend the knee to the full episode, right here and in the description. Maester Google implores you to appease the gods by watching this one. Pledge your loyalty to the podcast by sending a raven through the like and subscribe button. We have cake.